they drugged him. These nasty white pieces of, oh. Ooh. My granddad, from the drugs, he started running to people's houses, banging on their door, chasing after their kids, chasing after them, banging through their windows, trying to climb to the windows, because the drugs had literally knocked him out of his mind. He would just scream and start yelling. He'll just run around yelling and screaming after people. While they're building his businesses from ground up and making trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars off of his businesses, they have my granddaddy knocked out of his mind from the drugs they have poisoned him with. They are sick, and they have did the same thing to me. Please tell y'all kids, stay away from these white people. We need to stop mating with him. We need to stop hanging out with him. We need to kick and push them from out of our system. These sick, nasty bastards. There's more to the story. And this is what they have been doing to me and my nation too. It's so many of us that they have done this to, and they are doing this too. After they drugged him and had him losing his mind and out of his mind, while they make trillions and trillions of dollars off of his business ideas, they started raping my mother to death. They hired black men to rape my mother. They've been hiring our people since back then to hurt families that they have stolen and taken from. The kids they have stolen and taken from. So they will grow older and be beat down, and they won't know what they have taken, what all they white, filthy, disgusting, literally possessing of nothing in the mind, empty-headed, white, filthy pig behinds have literally taken from us, from the families, from the kids. They order, the white people over our system, order our people to drug the kids, rape the mothers, drug the mothers, so they won't know what all they have taken from them. So they'll be confused out of their mind, they'll be traumatized, and they'll fear them, and they won't try to come and take anything back they have stolen from them. They have done the same thing with me from experience. They have drugged me to death repeatedly, hired my people to kill me, hired my people to rape me to death out of my mind and my body, drugged me out of my mind and my body. Hired my people to do it while they also raped me and drugged me and tortured me and sprayed me, so I'll be traumatized, so I won't be able to take back what they stole from me and my family. So I'll be distracted. So I'll be hurt. And then they were hoping I'd die, so they won't have to even worry about me anymore. After they have taken everything, all my inventions and all of my ideas. And so I won't know how powerful my mind is and how powerful I am. They are sick. You'll never see me hanging out with one ever again in life. Back to the story. They hired men, black men, when my mother was a little girl, after they had stolen from my granddaddy and drugged him out of his mind. My grandmother had met these men. How they end up raping my mother. This is how they end up raping my mother and got in to rape my mother. My grandmother, they started drugging her secretly, raping her secretly. And she was just trying to make it. She was used to my grandfather taking care of her all the time. So she had to figure things out on her own. My grandmother met these black men. She needed help. They pretended like they were her friends. They pretended to become friends with her. They were hired by the white people over the system to pretend like they were her friend, just to get in to rape her little girls and molest her little boys. My mother at the time was 9 years old. After they literally made my grandmother feel like they were her friends and that they could trust her, the black men, just like the white people over the system told them to do. My grandmother had literally told one of the men to stay at the house while she go to the store. She asked, can he stay at the house while she go to the store to get some food? After my grandmother left to go to the store to get some food, the black man that my grandmother thought was a friend, that was her friend, that was really working for these white people over our system, raped my mom to death. When she said she was screaming, even her family members, that her little brothers and sisters that was there, said she was screaming so loud, running and running, grabbing the walls, trying to get away, trying to fight him off, and he just kept raping her to death. So hard, so rough. Where there was blood all through the hallways and all through the bathroom from him raping her so bad. And to the point she couldn't even have any kids. He raped her out of her mind. And back then, the black men, they were forced to do things like that and also paid to do things like that to keep them from being in trouble and to keep themselves free, like my grandfather and like a lot of them are now by these white people over our system. Whole time, that's what they've been already doing to us, raping us since back then in slavery time. The whole time, that's what they wanted to do, but to cover their faces, they hired black men to do it. My auntie Talia, Eula, another black man came in the house and started raping her to death. Blood everywhere when she was only 7 years old. No, actually 5 or 6 years old. My uncle Idris, he was really tough and hard and strong. One of these white teachers kept messing with him, and police officers kept messing with him because he was really big and huge. And again, they have taken from his father. And he was the one that would be able to protect them, his sisters. So my uncle Idris would beat up anybody that tried him and messed with him. He ended up beating up this white teacher so bad and to the point where the white teacher couldn't even move. He ended up fighting and beating up police officers. Police officers, the white people over the system that have taken from my granddaddy, was so scared of him. Anybody that messed with his siblings, he would beat them up. He was one of the best fighters in Gainesville at the age of 17 years old. He could beat anybody up. And he only fought when he was messed with or they messed with his family. They felt like he would get in the way of them literally hurting him and that he was too strong to be messed with. So they literally forced a black girl or white girl. I don't know what color she really is, but I heard she was white. The white people over the system forced a girl to lie and say that he raped her. That he raped her at the age of 17. That was at the age of 17. He's 49 years old and he's still locked up. He was so handsome he didn't have to rape nobody. But they lied and said that he raped this girl just to freaking what? Lock him up so he won't get in the way of them hurting the family or take back what they have stolen from literally his daddy and them. Their daddy and them. And yes, and also literally come back after them for stealing from their families, from our family. And I come back to take it all. That's why they torturing me so much. They have also falsely arrested me. I didn't even do nothing wrong. They sent black boys, the white people over the system, sent black boys to follow me from the microchip trackers they installed in my body. To point guns at me, shoot me and kill me. Thank God the black boys didn't shoot me and kill me. End up getting that information. The first thing they told us to do as a kid was call 911. That's why we need our own police force. Because we're not protected underneath the polices at all. The polices is really literally here to destroy us. That's it. They created a system to destroy us. They're not here, but I have to do what I was taught to do as a kid. The only thing I knew how to do anyways. So after gathering their belongings, after they done dropped it and left it behind, I take it to the police station. I take it to the polices after calling them. They falsely arrest me saying that I stole. Just to arrest me, y'all. Just to arrest me. Because of how much I'm worth and my mind is worth, to hurt me, to put fear in my heart, to cause me trauma. These people, and because I'm not letting them get their way, they had the police officers falsely arrest me for theft. After I gathered the boys' belongings to give to them for evidence. They falsely arrested me a long time ago. The ringleaders over the gang forced my sister. The white people made the ringleaders over the gang forced my sister, Ashley Brown, that is very jealous of me and have always been jealous of me, which they already knew that. So they knew that she'll do anything for them to hurt me. They forced my sister, Ashley Brown, to punch me in my face. And then she called the police and blamed it on me that I attacked her. When they already knew that they the ones that planned that attack. They the ones that hired those ringleaders to make my big sister, Ashley Brown, attack me. And they acted like it was my sister. And that's just what black people do. I'm sick of them trying to cover it up. I'm sick of them hiding behind closed doors and blaming us for what they do and what they've been starting and creating and making happen. It was sick to watch them pretend like they had nothing to do with it. When they the ones that ordered my sister to set me up, punch me in my face, and literally lie and say that I attacked her to lock me up. They mad right now because all this information that I'm speaking out is true. They drugged me yesterday. No, the other day. They hired a guy to pretend like he's going to help me around when I was getting ready to walk to the bus stop. He followed me from the microchip trackers and cameras in my eyes. He asked, can he use my restroom? I let him use restroom because we had to use Wi-Fi in here. That's the only reason why he was here. I didn't know where else to use Wi-Fi. Then the store we went to get the phone from, I had to pee. And they didn't have any restrooms, so I had to rush here. I had to let him up. I didn't know any places for Wi-Fi. So what I did was I let him in my, after I let him in, he asked me, can he use the restroom? I told him yes, because he's helping me out. After he used my restroom, he gave me the signal, which is this. Which means that he's a part of the cult. And he's following orders of what the white people is giving. So I'm like, oh, Lord. I literally had told him to exit out of my hotel. I was ready for him to go. One of the white men from the speaker said, let her know that from my speaker to his speaker, let her know that you are involved. And that you're doing what's ordered. And he did by doing this. He went into my restroom. I didn't think nothing of it. I woke up the next day feeling so good, feeling better, which is yesterday. I brushed my teeth. My stomach instantly started thumping. Started thumping so bad, I instantly got weary and tired. My head started becoming in so much pain. I couldn't move. I was tied to the bed all last night. All today, all I could do was run to the restroom, diarrhea after diarrhea, peeing after peeing. And it was hard for me to even get up. And I thought to myself, dang, they don't follow me down here. The guy wasn't from here. It was a guy that traveled and flew here. That they sent to follow me from the microchip trackers because they knew what I was going to get up and speak this valuable information to the whole world. And they don't want me speaking this information at all to the whole world about their nasty tail selves. Back to the story. They falsely arrested my Uncle Idris at 17. He's now 49 years old. Just like they falsely arrested me. He should not be in prison still, but he still is. From 17, come on now. Come on now. And all they do is rape. That's all these nasty ass crackers do over the system is rape. And now they trying to make it illegal where they can rape our motherfucking women and men. And they've been raping our little boys and girls and our women and men for the longest and covering that shit up for themselves because they over our fucking system. Fuck these pussy ass white crackers. You gonna lock up my Uncle Idris because he's strong and powerful, falsely arrest me, do all this fucked up shit to my fucking family, bro? Come on, dog. And then expect for me to motherfucking keep my mouth shut? Fuck no. The only reason why I didn't get on live yesterday was because they drugged me. I'm just now recovering from it. Because they don't want me to speak this information again. Anyways, at age 49, he's supposed to be in now. 17 for rape. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Falsely a rape, too. Come on, bro. When these white crackers just raping the fuck out of all of our kids. Molesting the fuck out of our kids. Literally trying to make it illegal where they can rape the fuck and molest the fuck out of us. That's what they doing all this for. Talking about victory, victory, victory if they kill me. If my people kill me, that'll be their victory. That's what the fuck they mean. And they trying to make it look like my black people is included and my nation period is included. All the minorities is included. It'll be their victory. No, no. If they ever killed me, they know that my blood will be on their hands And they'll be able to be their curse and abomination even bigger. That's what that was about. That's how they think, because that's what happened with Jesus. But what they didn't know is that because they pushed all this on their own and my people didn't do all this on their own and they've been forcing my people to do this mess, guess what? That means they won't be able to be over us as the bigger, as our curse and abomination. That means that they are destroyed. That means that they are out of power. That means that their time is up. Because they did not follow God's orders. To be honest, I don't know the drugs that they're using. But this drug yesterday was sprayed on my toothbrush. Something simple as a spray. I don't know if he put an anointment on it or laced the toothbrush. Like, literally, I couldn't see it on there. Whatever he did, it had me sick. I could not do anything yesterday. Or today. 2 days I'm down here. I need to find work. I can't even move. All because they knew what I was going to speak. They knew I was going to get out the truth, and they were scared of the truth that I was finna get ready to get out. Pussy ass white crackers. They pussy as fuck. All right. I got to keep it going. They literally kept drugging my mother, making her high off coke, making the black ringleaders and black people over the gang and stuff like that, and the cult, get her strung out and stuff like that, taking advantage of her. Even they'll do it right in front of her kids, her babies, which is me. They kept literally torturing her, hiring family members to attack her. They put a knife in her chest, made her get falsely arrested from somebody stealing out of Checkers, a place she was manager over. They stole money out of the safe and blamed it on her. She went to jail for that. She kept violating probation from doing drugs, coming up with a dirty urine. She ended up going to prison for 2 years. They made my grandmother and my father take us away from her when we were kids. To hurt her even more, to distract her even more. Because they know she was very strong and she was a hard worker. So they kept her busy on coke and drugging her secretly and attacking her secretly. People in the gangs and stuff was also getting paid for that. These white people are getting nasty, y'all. This goes back, y'all. This goes back. They been fucking with our families, bro. They been doing that, bro. They been fucking with our nation, bro. They'll make my mother so high and drugged up until the point and cause her so much pain until the point where she'll always argue with her mother. Just like when I grew up, they'll make me and my mother argue with each other. So we won't be close. They'll make them fight so they won't be close. They'll make me and my mother fight so we won't be close. They sick as fuck, bro. They sick as fuck, man. And to all my people, I'm warning y'all, stay away from they nasty asses. They not shit, bro. They're powerless, bro. They have nothing. Stay away from every white person you can, bro. They don't possess nothing. All they do is steal and take. That's all they can do. And destroy our nation. Do shiesty shit to our nation. That's all they was created to do. Listen up. It's sad. It's sad. And I got to take my time with this video because I got to make sure I get all this important information out to y'all today. Because God has put on my heart to get this important information out. And I don't know tomorrow's promise. But before I die, I want y'all to know what these white people have been doing to us behind our back. How sneaky and conniving and manipulating they are. What such liars they are. Y'all, they are sick. They sick, they delusional. They are mentally ill people. And they get pleasure off of being our curse and abomination. And hurting and destroying us. Now I gotta get back to the stories. Okay? And how my families is tied to this nation. I left off on the part where my mother would argue with her mother and fight her mother, just like I grew up to argue and fight with my mother, because that's what the white people over the system made us do to each other. All right? To keep them separated. They done locked up my Uncle Jamel in prison. They done made my Auntie Talia turn her back on my mother, forced my Auntie Talia to literally, which is her sister, to literally attack her and hurt her feelings and hurt her. They made my Uncle Jamel attack both of his sisters, not be there for them. They made my Uncle Jamel, which is her brother, literally give her an eviction after she get her eviction after she let my Uncle Jamel stay in her apartment and pay the bills and pay the rent. They made her get an eviction so it'd be harder for her to be able to find a place. They did the same thing with me. They made my sister Armion attack me. They made my sister Ashley attack me. They kept trying to give me evictions and evictions after they get finished raping me and drugging me. Doing horrible things to my body, such as sticking glass in my vagina. Drugging my food, doing just so much nasty stuff to me. All this is tied, y'all. Now, how what I just mentioned is tied to all of us, it's because they've been doing this same thing to our nation. They made my family not talk to me. They made me not want to talk to my family anymore. On both sides. They made my family turn against me, my friends turn against me. So they can get me all alone and do whatever they want with my body. And again, force me to go to Meridian so nobody won't listen to me. And so they can lie and say that I'm crazy or schizophrenic or something wrong with me. They're sick, y'all. It wasn't the gang members who did it on their own. They don't have the power to do so. Black people don't have the power to do so. Only white people. Y'all gotta think, man. They forced me to blame Traylon Calhoun and the black ringleaders. It was really the white people over our system. They've been getting away with covering their faces so long, and to the point where literally when I came about, they thought they was going to get their way with motherfucking covering their faces, and I ain't finna let their pussy ass cover their faces. It's time for them to go. I'm stepping on their fucking heads. They started attacking me harder because they was shocked that I was fucking putting out the real information. I wasn't doing what they would force me to do, and I wasn't scared of them, and I didn't fear them anymore. So they started attacking me more harder when I uncovered their fucking faces. Pussy ass fucking crackers. Powerless pieces of fucking shit. Who never amounted to anything, who never will amount to anything. On their fucking own. They don't possess shit. Back to this valuable information. So they done separated me and my family from each other. Separated me from my friends. How can white people over the system do that? All they do is they force the big ringleaders that's known. Or sometimes some of them is lucky. They just pay them. Some of them are lucky. They pay them to trillions of dollars to get what they want. And they have been doing that. They have done that to our nation. They have been secretly making us attack each other and destroy each other and hurt each other. So again, we won't be able to protect each other.